Hello everyone, welcome to Tech with Lavansi. Have you ever wondered that when you give any program to the computer, how does it understand the language? Like, how do it go step by step and gives you the exact correct answer? And if there is any error, shows you that there is an error. How does the computer actually work? So, in order to understand that, we have something called as dry run the program, which helps you to know the behavior of a computer when it solves any of your programs that you give to execute. So dry run actually means where you manually go and solve the program just with the mindset of a computer. Like you think that you are only the computer and you have to solve it with the same code that you gave to the system. Okay, that is basically dry run. So you get to know how to actually build up the logic of writing the program more accurately. Your error reduces when you dry run the program because you get to know what are the silly mistakes which can happen due to which our program may give us the wrong output and all. So dry run is very helpful. At least 50 to 60 questions which you solve, you should dry run initially so that you can understand all your silly mistakes, and once you get it, next time you won't repeat it, right? So dry run becomes important. Now I have taken one of the very simple example, which is sum of n numbers. Here n is initialized as 3, just not to make the video too long. So we will see how to dry run this program, and with the method I used to dry run, like the way I am doing it, you do the same for the other programs also, then you will get to know how to dry run each and every program. So let's go with it. So okay, now what happens is when the computer is given this program, when you are dry running anything, you think you are the system. Okay, so now when I have got this program, I will behave like I am only the system, I am the computer. So my work is to go line by line because system does it line by line. Okay, so when I see this, I find okay, it's a header file, which means I am using the C library to solve the program. It's fine. When I come across this part, int main, I get to know that the program is getting started now. The main program comes here. Now from here onwards the main thing starts. So what happens is whenever there is a variable declared, the computer will immediately go to the memory and make a location for that variable whichever you declare. It won't say that I will do this declaration all the variables together at once. No, like let me just go till down and then I'll come return and do the declarations. No, it will declare the variable in the memory as soon as it sees that in the program. So we came across one variable total, so we will go to the memory because now we are behaving like we are the computer. So we go to the memory and each memory has its own location, right? Own addresses. So there are addresses for the memories. Any one random location is taken and there our variable with what it is initialized 0, that is stored into the memory. One work is done. Next, it comes and sees that there is a for loop. Now for loop, it will go from here to here to here. Okay, like for loop usually works like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like first, second, then third, this is executed, then it comes back here and then this. Again this, so there is crisscross type of thing, like I'll say that all. So now we see that there is a for loop. Then we go to the first one, which is int I is equal to 1, which means another variable has to be declared. So we will declare a variable I. One work is done. Next, we see that the condition I is equal to 1. Is our 1 less than equal to 3? Yes, 1 is less than 3. When the condition goes true, that means this is a condition checking, very important in order to run the loop. If our condition is true, then only we will jump into this statement. If this condition is not true, we will skip this entire part till the closing loop. We will skip this entire and come to the next line only when the condition is not true. So since the condition is true, 1 is less than equal to 3. So what we do is we see the statement what is next. That is total is equal to total plus 1. So in our first iteration, we get to know that total is equal to total plus 1 has to be, total plus I has to be executed. Now, what is the value of total? From the memory, we know it is 0. What is the value of I? For now, it is 1. So 1 is taken. We get 1. Now our total becomes 1. That is updated in the memory. So instead of 0, which was initially, now we got it to be as 1. Next, we go to this statement. We have seen this, we have seen this, we have seen this also, but we haven't seen this. So now we will see this. I plus plus means what? Whatever the value of I is there, add 1 to it. Basic. So when you add 1, your I becomes 2. So initially our I was 1. Now our I becomes 2, and that is our second iteration. Total value is 1 from the memory. We will take the updated value. Now this is our updated value. We will not take 0. We will take the current updated value which we have in the memory. So which is 1. Then we say I. I also we take the updated value which is 2. Then we get it as 3. Now this updation is also made into the memory, that total becomes 3. So total is equal to 1. 1 is our total previous value. 2 is our I, which becomes 3. That is made into the location of 3. I mean in the location of total. Next, again we see this condition for this third iteration. I plus plus, which means I becomes what? 3. Now the condition is 10. Is I less than or equal to 3? I is equal to 3, but not less, but it is equal, which means the condition is still true. We will go inside the looping statement. Third iteration is also performed, where total value is taken, which is 3. I value, which is also 3. We get it 6, and that updation is made into the location 6. Now we say that our answer, we found the answer, which means we will directly print it. No, since we are behaving like we are computer, so we have to follow each and every rule very strictly. As a human, we can say, okay, we got the answer, forget the rest of the things. No, we'll just go the way computer does. Even after getting 6, I plus plus is still valid. So system will make it I is equal to 4. Okay. Then this condition is checked. Is I less than or equal to 3? No. The condition goes false. Now when the condition goes false, we jump from this whole part to this next line. Only when the condition is false. Okay. If you ask here to print I, just like we print total, if you say to print I also along with total, you will get I is equal to 4, which means you stop executing the looping statement when your I became 4, not when your I was 3. So your 4 is being executed, like I is equal to 4 is being once executed definitely. But when condition has to be checked, it goes false. So this part now will be skipped. Once it is done, we come to the next line, which is print. Now percentage %d, you know, it's a format specifier in C programming. Since int is given for total as a data type, so percentage %d is taken. So total is printed in the memory. We go back and we see what is the value for total. The memory says it is 6, then we print 6. So finally 6 is printed. So what did we do here? Iteration 1, iteration 2, 3, these things when you do for any program, for any problem, this is one of the simplest thing which I have dry run and show. But if you follow such way, such memory locations, and you go each and every line by line and do the things, that's when you dry run the program. You dry run the program. Once you dry run, then only you get to know that how the system works. So you know it becomes very fun also. Like it's fun to solve even. So keep dry running the codes. If you don't understand how the computer is giving you that value, you can get it on your own once you dry run and trace the program on your own. So if there is any problem which you want to dry run and see but you're facing problem, you can write the name of the problem and put it in the comments. I will look into it and make such videos for the problem that you asked for. Okay, thank you.